What's the most important part of a website? Any website, whether it's Shopify store or whether it's a consulting sort of type of business or whether it's, you're manufacturing t-shirts or just are looking for leads for your chiropractor, whatever type of business you have, whatever type of website you have, even if you're a blogger or you're a vlogger and you have a website because you're putting content out there, what do you think is the most important part of your website? So think about it. When somebody comes to your website, the first part that shows up is above the fold, meaning it's showing within the screen size when the page loads. If you're running ads on Facebook or Meta, possibly even Google, through YouTube, you're going to have maybe majority of them are going to be mobile. Because of the fact that people are landing on the first part, that what we call above the fold, that is the most important part of your website. You want to make sure that these few things you cover on your website. One is that top part of your website, that above the fold section, is one section. It can overlap, like you could have the second part of your website peaking. That's good if you can. You want to have that section of your website as succinct as possible so that it actually great. And two, it says exactly what you want to say. So if it's a homepage, you want to have a headline and a subheading and maybe a call to action that will give people exactly the message that you want to give them as far as what your business does, what the goal of that page is. And then secondly is it must be designed in a way that it's appealing. It doesn't have to be fancy. I've seen ugly looking websites convert very well. I've also seen very beautiful websites convert very well. It really depends on what your style is, what your brand looks like, and what type of a vibe do you want to communicate to your audience. The other thing is, in that hero section, you want it to load quickly. So if you have a video or if you have an image, you want to make sure that that video is optimized. You want to make sure that that image is as tiny file size, right? So kilobytes. It must not be like a huge, like don't ever take a photo with your iPhone, crop it on your laptop or crop it on your iPhone and upload it directly to your website. Never do that. You need to size it appropriately for the device that probably is going to be seen on. Background images are fine, but they must be scaled. Like it's a size issue, right? So speed is important. Apart from just the hero section and the subheading, you must have a call to action in your hero section, because there's a portion of people that may know what they want. They know what they're coming to your website for, especially if it's a homepage. Like just make it easy for people to get the thing that they're looking for. If you're known for something, give them that thing right at the hero section, above the fold, whatever device. Make sure that call to action is the primary thing that people know you for and that they're coming to you for. The other thing that I think is quite important in the hero section or above the fold is just making sure that it's clean and that it's very, very simple and clear to understand. That is one of the foundations, just as far as copywriting concerned and also just web design is concerned. I wouldn't worry about animations. I wouldn't worry about fancy, effects or scrolling effects or loading effects or any of those things. All of those fancy things just slow a website down, and in some cases it might take away from the message that you're trying to convey. It might take attention away from the call to action that you're trying to get them to do on the page. If your goal is to try to get them further down the page because maybe you have a longer offer, or if you have a longer sort of thing that you want them to get to, it's okay. Have your call to action at the top, and if they want to know more, those people who want to know more will continue scrolling. An element that works really, really well in the hero section or above the fold are bullet points. Bullet points that explain the benefits of the thing that you're trying to sell to them, or of the thing that they're looking for from you. How does it contribute to their lives? How does it make an impact in their lives? How can they use your tool or use your resource or use your newsletter to improve their lives? How can they essentially get value from you? The main purpose of any website, because if you're not giving that message in the hero section, you're not going to get people to even see your offers down the page. I've looked at hundreds of heat maps, thousands of heat maps, watched hundreds of recordings of people doing things on websites, and it's absolutely shocking. One is how short people's attention spans are, and secondly is just the fact that they will miss things and you need to repeat yourself. You need to say things multiple times. You need to be super, super clear, and you need to give people a break. You need to give them enough information at certain times on your page, because one, you don't want to overwhelm them, and secondly is if you're communicating a huge sort of benefit in your hero or section above the fold when they first see your website, You got to make it believable. Like, yes, I can help you double 5 times your business, but I don't always promise that in the hero section because sometimes it's maybe not believable, right? It's like some people can just do extraordinary things that is maybe not believable, right? And so sometimes when it comes to marketing, you don't want to shock people. You don't want to make them distrust you. You want them to trust you, and you give them just enough to make them trust you and believe you. And then you introduce them to those special things that you have. It really depends on your offer. It depends on your niche, depends on your appetite, depends on your style. If you like this video, like it. If you want to subscribe to get more content like this. So I appreciate you subscribing. And if you want to join my newsletter, check the link in the description, and I'll see you over there. Thank you.